want cheeseburgers for dinner tonight. Make sure they're stuffed with cheese, okay?
By okay, do you mean you want me to make them now?
Obviously, I just finished work and I'm heading straight home. Make sure they're ready by the time I get there.
I'm sorry, Kate, but I've been in bed all day with morning sickness. Could you maybe grab something to eat on your way home?
What?
Just standing makes me feel like throwing up. I already told David to grab dinner on his way home too, so could you do the same?
Are you kidding me? I want to relax and eat at home. Stop using morning sickness as an excuse. Make my cheeseburgers right now.
But I can barely stand without getting dizzy. Could you please understand?
You're a stay-at-home wife, right? You get to live off my brother's hard work, and you're using morning sickness as an excuse to neglect your housework? That's ridiculous.
I'm not making excuses. I really am feeling terrible. Today, I've been throwing up all day even though I haven't eaten anything.
Shut up! I don't care how you feel. My brother and I work from morning till night every day. We come home starving. It's unacceptable that you can't even prepare meals for us.
That's not fair.
Think about my brother's feelings. Coming home exhausted from work to find a hot meal waiting. That's what marriage is all about. If you want to keep being supported as a stay-at-home wife, you better step up. I absolutely won't tolerate you using morning sickness as an excuse to slack off.
I do care about David's feelings. That's why I already texted him about dinner.
You should be ashamed of yourself. What kind of wife can't even make a simple meal? My mother worked full-time and still cooked dinner every night.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm doing my best under the circumstances. Sorry for messaging you multiple times. I'll make dinner when I get home. You can just head straight home without grabbing food.
What? You're feeling sick from morning sickness, right? Don't push yourself. Just rest. I can pick up some ready-made food from the grocery store for dinner.
Well, Kate asked me to make cheeseburgers, and it's not much extra work to make for 3 instead of 1, so it's fine.
What did you say? Are you serious? You shouldn't be cooking when you're feeling so ill.
Kate seemed really upset when I suggested she get something on her way home.
What exactly did my sister say to you? She knows you've been struggling with severe morning sickness.
She said I shouldn't slack off just because of morning sickness when I'm a stay-at-home wife. But she's right, isn't she? There are plenty of people who work and do housework even with severe morning sickness. Maybe I've been relying on you too much.
That's absolutely not true. Kate had no right to say those things to you.
She seemed really frustrated. Maybe I haven't been pulling my weight around here.
That's not true, Jessica. These things shouldn't be compared. When you're not feeling well, you should rest without pushing yourself. Besides, your body is working for 3 right now. Of course you'd want to rest.
But
I'll make the cheeseburgers. Don't they sell those ready-to-cook patties at the grocery store? Oh, and are you okay with having the same cheeseburgers as us? I can buy something else for you if you want.
is it really okay to ask you to cook dinner too? I feel bad that you have to work all day and then come home to cook.
Of course it is. Just relax and lie down. Having twins is already difficult enough, and the doctor said you need to take extra care compared to other pregnant women.
Thanks for understanding. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough.
You're growing 2 human beings inside you. That's more than enough work for anyone.
Thanks for everything, David. Could you buy me some instant porridge then? And some strawberries or other fruit would be nice.
Leave it to me, but my sister Kate is becoming a real problem.
She's still staying with us, right? For how much longer?
Yeah, apparently her business trip got extended until the end of the year. Initially, she said it was only for 3 months, so we agreed to let her stay with us, but now I'm regretting that decision.
We couldn't have helped it. I didn't expect my morning sickness to get this bad either.
The only silver lining is that Kate goes back to her hometown on weekends. I thought she was just relaxing at our parents' place, but apparently she's visiting her boyfriend there.
I see. At least she gets a break from me on weekends.
Don't say it like that. You're not a burden. Kate is the one who should be more understanding.
I guess so. It's just hard being so sick and feeling judged at the same time.
I'll support you as much as I can, so just hang in there until this weekend. I'll stop by the grocery store and head home now. You can wait in bed, okay?
Thanks, David. I'll take your advice and get some sleep.
Good. And don't worry about Kate. I'll handle her when I get home.
Please don't fight because of me.
I won't, but I will make sure she understands that her behavior today was completely unacceptable.
Jessica, what's with this room? It's disgustingly messy.
Kate, weren't you supposed to be at work?
I took the afternoon off and came home. My boyfriend can't meet this weekend because of work, so I'm staying here. I thought I'd have some beer in the afternoon.
Wow, sounds like a lovely day off. The weather's great too, and an afternoon beer sounds perfect.
Exactly, so I happily bought some beer on my way home, but I was shocked at how dirty the house is. The dishes from breakfast haven't been washed and the laundry isn't folded. Where did you go out to play while leaving the house in this state?
I'm not playing. I'm at the baby's 1-month checkup. I'm at the hospital right now.
What? Then you should have cleaned up the house before going to the hospital. How could you leave in this state?
I really wanted to clean up, but I was up all night trying to get the twins to sleep. Next thing I knew, I'd fallen asleep on the sofa. When I woke up, it was time to go to the hospital.
That's not an acceptable excuse. You should have set an alarm to wake up earlier.
With twins, it's hard to plan sleep schedules. They were up every hour last night, so I just drifted off.
You've got to be kidding! You were sleeping soundly while my brother was at work? A stay-at-home mom who doesn't do housework and just sleeps all day. That's unacceptable!
That's not...
Don't try to defend yourself. I come home to relax and find this pigsty.
I understand you're upset, but managing newborn twins is really challenging.
I've always thought you lack motivation, Jessica. You probably think my kind brother will forgive you no matter how much you slack off.
That's not my intention at all. I'm trying my best to balance housework and childcare, but it's challenging when it's my first time raising children, especially twins.
First time? As if that matters. Millions of first-time mothers manage just fine.
Everyone's situation is different. Having twins means double the work.
First, you used morning sickness as an excuse, and now you're using the twins? You're a failure as a mother.
What? That's a really hurtful thing to say.
Before giving birth, you used morning sickness as an excuse to skip housework. Now that you've finally given birth, you're using the twins as an excuse. A lazy stay-at-home mom always finding excuses.
I'm not slacking off because I want to. I really want to manage both, but my body is still recovering from childbirth, and it's difficult.
Recovery? It's been a whole month. How long are you going to milk that excuse?
The doctor said full recovery from a twin birth can take up to 6 months.
Excuses again. Fine, I'll have to teach you a lesson.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I don't have any plans this weekend, so be prepared.
What kind of lesson are you planning?
I'm going to monitor you thoroughly. I'm staying here this weekend instead of going back home. I'll be watching how you perform as a housewife all weekend. If you try to slack off, I'll lecture you immediately.
Excuse me? You want to monitor me like I'm a child?
Exactly, since you act like a child, refusing to do your duties properly.
That's crossing a line, Kate. I'm an adult and a mother.
You're just a lazy housewife with bad habits. I'll keep a close eye on you so you'll fix those lazy habits. Don't use giving birth to twins as an excuse to sit around. I'll be watching your every move this weekend.
I understand.
You better! This house needs to be spotless by tomorrow morning.
I'll see what I can do after I return from the hospital.
Watch this weekend. I won't miss even a second of your slacking. If you try to sit down even once, you'll get a lecture.
Then I'll do my best to avoid your lectures. This weekend, I'll show you what a perfect stay-at-home mom looks like.
We'll see about that. I doubt you can keep up for even a full day.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
What the hell is this all about? What's going on, Jessica?
Huh? Did something happen? And why are you texting me when we're in the same house? If you have something to say, just talk to me directly.
I can't say what I want to say in front of my boyfriend. Anyway, explain. Why is my boyfriend Ethan at our house? The doorbell rang suddenly this morning, and when I answered, he said he came to surprise me. What's going on?
Oh, you don't seem happy about it. I thought you'd be thrilled with a surprise visit from your boyfriend. That's why we helped with the plan.
Helped? So you knew he was coming? Why didn't you warn me?
That would defeat the purpose of a surprise, wouldn't it?
I'm not prepared for this.
David planned the surprise. He and Ethan arranged it together.
My brother did? Why would he do this to me?
He thought you'd be happy. You're always talking about how much you miss Ethan during the week.
Well, David should have known better than to spring this on me without warning.
Well, you go back to your hometown every weekend, right? David thought you might be getting tired of the same dates in your hometown, so he invited Ethan to visit. He told him not to hesitate to come over.
What? This is a disaster. Ethan can't see me like this.
They thought it would be fun to make it a surprise. Your reaction when you opened the door was so cute. I'll cook a special dinner tonight, so why don't you and Ethan go out for a date somewhere?
Forget about that. I'll cook dinner today. You just sit in the living room and watch TV.
Huh? You've never cooked before. What's this about?
Just do as I say. This is an emergency.
I don't understand. Why would you want to cook suddenly?
I don't want to cook either, but it would look weird if you did all the housework. I told him I'm usually in charge of cooking, so I need to cook at least today or he'll get suspicious.
What? You lied to him about that?
Not just cooking. I told him I help with everything around here, that I'm practically running this household while you slack off.
Kate, why would you say something like that?
Shut up! Just go sit down quickly!
I can't do that. Didn't you just tell me yesterday not to use giving birth to twins as an excuse to sit around?
Huh? Are you serious right now?
You said you'd lecture me immediately if I slacked off even a little. I certainly don't want to be lectured in front of a stranger, so today I'll do the housework without sitting down even once.
No, please don't do that. My boyfriend will get suspicious. What if he finds out I've been lying?
That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? But I'm just following your instructions from yesterday.
This is different. Please, Jessica, I'm begging you.
Why don't you just tell him the truth? I'll keep doing the housework as usual. Kate, you can lounge in the living room as you always do.
I can't tell him the truth now. He'll think I'm a complete fraud.
Well, aren't you? You've been lying to him about your contributions here.
That's not fair. I just wanted him to think highly of me.
By putting me down, that doesn't seem right.
I didn't mean for it to go this far. Please help me, Jessica. Please, I'm begging you, just sit quietly in the living room.
But there's still so much housework to do, and I've been neglecting cleaning lately. With a guest here, I needed to do the bathroom mold removal, and since the weather's nice, I want to hang the sheets out to dry. While David is watching the children, I need to focus on the housework. You're watching me, after all.
I'll do all of that, so please, just sit down.
I can't trust you with all that anymore. I appreciate that you helped with the lunch dishes earlier, but I didn't expect you to break half of them. You don't have to force yourself to do unfamiliar tasks just because your boyfriend is here.
Those dishes were already cracked. It wasn't my fault they broke.
The set was brand new. David's mother gave it to us as a housewarming gift.
Fine, I'm sorry about the dishes, but I have to do something, anything.
But I have to do the housework. You were very clear yesterday that I shouldn't slack off.
No, I have to. I told my boyfriend that I regularly help with housework, and now he's really suspicious. I need to make up for it somehow.
Maybe you should have thought about that before lying to him.
I didn't think he would ever come here. Please, Jessica, I'm desperate.
Even so, I don't want our home ruined because of your pride. I don't even have time to check my phone, so bye for now.
What have you done? Because of you, Ethan is about to break up with me.
Huh? What happened? Did he say something when you saw him off at the station?
Yes, he told me that he wants to reconsider our marriage plans.
I'm sorry to hear that. What did he say exactly?
We were planning to get engaged after I finished my transfer and returned home, but thanks to you, we're facing a breakup crisis instead of an engagement.
Thanks to me? What did I do?
You know exactly what you did. You made me look like a complete liar.
I understand a breakup crisis is painful, but how is that my fault? I just worked hard on housework all weekend.
That's obviously the reason. You showed off your housework in front of us. That's why I'm about to get dumped.
I was just doing what you told me to do. You said I was lazy and needed to work harder.
I didn't mean you should make me look bad in front of my boyfriend.
Stop saying ridiculous things to Jessica. She wasn't showing off housework. You were making her do everything. Stop trying to turn this around.
Huh? Is that you, David? Your precious Jessica is the reason your cute sister is facing a breakup crisis. How can you say I'm the one at fault?
Because you are. You've been lying to Ethan about your contributions here, and now he's found out the truth.
She didn't have to be so obvious about doing everything. She could have let me pretend a little.
Yes, from any angle, you're clearly in the wrong. The reason your boyfriend Ethan is about to break up with you is that you've been constantly lying to him. I heard everything from him.
What? What did you hear?
Every single lie you've told him about how hard you work around here while Jessica does nothing.
I may have exaggerated a little.
All your vain lies. That you've been taking care of my pregnant wife. That she's been difficult to live with because she uses morning sickness as an excuse to just lie on the sofa and order you around. That you're stuck doing all the housework on weekdays and can only escape on the weekends. You've been saying all sorts of things.
Well, that's...
You heard that I invited Ethan for this surprise visit, right? But actually, the trigger was a call from your boyfriend who believed all your lies.
What? Ethan called you?
He called to protest directly to me, saying it wasn't right for us to make his girlfriend do all the work. So I told him we weren't doing that and invited him to come verify it himself with a surprise visit.
So that's what happened?
He's a caring boyfriend who thinks about you, and you told such a pointless lie to him, claiming you do all the cooking and childcare. You broke plates, messed up making baby formula, and couldn't even hold the babies properly. Even without us saying anything, he figured out all your lies.
The twins are hard to hold. They squirm so much.
Jessica manages just fine, and she has to hold both of them at once sometimes.
What should I do? If he really breaks up with me, my life is over. We finally got together after I had a crush on him since middle school.
I don't care about your situation. Anyway, I've packed all your things.
What? You're kicking me out? Where am I supposed to go?
We've reached our limit. If you continue to interfere with Jessica, you can't stay in our house anymore. Sorry for going back on our word, but you need to leave.
Wait, David, it's so sudden to tell me to leave. I don't know what to do.
You should have thought about that before treating my wife the way you did.
But I have nowhere else to go.
If you really want to stay in this house, promise never to criticize Jessica again. She's handling both childcare and housework alone while I'm busy with work. And she's even taking care of your laundry and cleaning. From now on, take care of your own things. Those are the conditions for continuing to live here.
But
if these conditions are impossible for you, rent a place somewhere else and leave this house today.
today? That's impossible. I can't find a place that quickly.
Not my problem. You've had months to treat Jessica with respect and you've failed consistently.
All right, I'll never say anything to Jessica again. I'll take care of myself. Please, just don't kick me out. Someone like me who can't even do proper housework can't possibly live alone.
So you admit you can't do housework? Interesting how that contradicts everything you told Ethan.
I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have lied to him. I was just embarrassed.
Don't forget what you just said. If you ever hurt Jessica with your words again, I'll kick you out.
I understand. I'll do whatever you say, but please help me too. Help me figure out how not to get dumped by my boyfriend.
Why should I help you after how you've treated my wife?
Because you're my brother. Family helps family.
Jessica is my family too, and you haven't been treating her like family.
I've got it! I can have Jessica teach me housework from now on. I was wrong to lie to my boyfriend out of pride, but I can make it all true from now on.
That attitude might be good, but don't add more burden to Jessica's already busy schedule. If you want to learn housework, go to a class somewhere.
What? But that's so embarrassing!
As you know, Jessica is a stay-at-home mom. She handles everything at home from morning till night while I work outside. That's her job, but she does it free of charge. I can't forgive that you were looking down on her work as slacking off. The least I can do is whatever I can to help shoulder the burden. And this is something I've got to tell you. She's already busy with taking care of twins. She doesn't have time to teach you housework too.
But cooking classes cost money, and I've spent all my savings on taking the train back home every weekend.
Don't make excuses about not having money. Walk home from now on. Use the money you saved to take cooking classes.
Walk home? That's impossible. It's over 20 miles.
Didn't you tell Jessica not to make excuses? Or are you strict with others but lenient with yourself? Do you really think that's okay? You had no problem telling Jessica to work through her severe morning sickness. You had no problem criticizing her while she was recovering from childbirth. But now that you need to make some sacrifices, suddenly it's impossible?
I see your point. I've been unfair to Jessica.
After looking down on stay-at-home moms so much, don't think you can easily get help with everything.
Yes, I'm very sorry for everything I've done. From now on, I'll take care of myself, and I'll handle the situation with Ethan on my own. I'm truly sorry.
Actions speak louder than words. We'll see if you really mean it.
Kate has become much quieter. She managed to keep Ethan from breaking up with her, so they're still together. However, he apparently told her, "To be honest, I can't think about marriage at this stage. A woman who can't do basic housework and isn't independent, that means that I'll have to do everything for you." So she started attending cooking classes after work. She brings home burnt food every day, but consistency is what matters with these things. I hope she can learn some housework skills before returning to her hometown.